then minority, ethnic minorities, religious minorities, gender minorities, and other interests, atheists, such groups. Sometimes their interests may not always cohere, but there is a core interest which they all subscribe to, and they believe the party is a vehicle for realizing their bigger goals. But when it comes to particularistic interests, each group, each caucus, each tendency within the party has its own goals and particularistic objectives. So when we talk about African Democratic Congress, ADC, one of the caucuses, one of the tendencies within the party, especially in Osun here, is the Omoluabi Progressives. And it is Omoluabi Progressives that Alhaji Moshood Adeoti said he has resigned from. So we should not lump everything together. Yes, he has resigned his membership of Omoluabi Progressives. And he said he's taking a back seat from politics for now. And he gave his reasons. And the truth, I must also have mentioned this point here before, that politics or democratic politics is willing joiners and willing leavers. Any system where people can join, I mean, where people are forced to belong to, or where people are forced to leave, then that's no longer democratic. So Alhaji Adeoti is a good man. I worked with him for 8 years, and he's a very passionate progressive. Is a good politician, but due to reasons best known to him at this moment, he said he's resigning from the Omoluabi Progressives. And honestly, it's going to be a big loss for us, but then life goes on. But let me make this point, because they keep referring again and again that Omoluabi Progressives is Aregbesola's caucus. No. Progressives was founded by people with progressive inclination, and this took from Chief Obafemi Awolowo in the First Republic, through the Second Republic, through Alliance for Democracy, through Action Congress, through Action Congress of Nigeria, and through APC. So it is that solid people of progressives that are in Omoluabi Progressives. And Governor Aregbesola practically is the biggest fish in that pond, if we put it like that. So there are people there, of which Alhaji Moshood Adeoti was a member. There are other members there, very important politicians in this state. So we should not reduce it to Ogbeni Rauf Aregbesola, but Ogbeni Rauf Aregbesola is our biggest fish in that pond.
All right.
So.
All right. You talked about the facts. You were making this clarification. I'd like for you to clarify. If you're saying in essence that Alhaji Adeoti resigned from the Omoluabi Progressives and not the ADC, or both.
No. You read his letter.
Yes.
And the ADC has not received any letter from him saying he has resigned from the ADC.
Okay.
But it's like he said, due to family pressures, he's taking a back seat from politics.
Yes.
But then that doesn't mean he has resigned from ADC, and we cannot assume that he has resigned. If he has not resigned, then we still take it that he's a member of the ADC. Because, let's be frank, Alhaji Adeoti is a progressive to the core. He cannot be in any other place other than among the progressives. And none of these political parties for now will approximate the progressive ethos than ADC. So if he's going somewhere else, I'm sure he will let us know. But for now, he has not. So
all right.
We will take it that he's still in the ADC.
All right, let's talk about Ogbeni Rauf Aregbesola's influence within the political space of Osun. Many people would say with the declaration of this, his close ally, that he's fast losing his influence in Osun State politics. How true is that? Is his influence getting weakened by the day?
It's not likely. He's stronger now than he has ever been in Osun. I mean, just look at it this way.
Okay.
He has been governor since 2018. Ordinarily, governor had been out of the power loop by now. Would have become ordinary. But he's waxing stronger every day. Alhaji Adeoti had once left the APC to join, was it ADP?
ADP,
at that time?
yes.
Governorship candidate, but APC still won that election. So the exit of Alhaji Adeoti, though it's a big blow for us, but that is not to suggest that it has now weakened Ogbeni Rauf Aregbesola. Ogbeni Rauf Aregbesola, if he breathes today, if his breath comes out, if his breath alone becomes a little bit audible, all the parties, all the politicians in Nigeria becomes apoplectic. I'm sure you are aware of that. They'll be running from pillar to post, banging their heads on the wall. Because, they try to second guess him. They try to know what is the meaning of that loud breath they are hearing. Not to talk of when even he speaks. When he speaks, the entire political system in Nigeria roars and vibrates violently. They go into a kind of paroxysm.
Well, that's a lot of power you are arrogating to him, wouldn't you say?
I'm not arrogating it to him. You very much know this. Anytime Aregbesola speaks, the entire political landscape in Nigeria is in topsy-turvy. Especially from his enemies, they don't even know what to expect again. So that's the point I'm making. I'm not making it up.
All right, we are talking about his relevance here. But before that, you used the word now, and I took note of that, where you said the exit of Alhaji Adeoti will be a big blow. You have just used the word exit, meaning he has left that party. In fact, the big question, let's be categorical.
No.
Mr. Sola Fasure, let me ask you, hold on, sir. Is Alhaji Kazeem Adeoti still a member of the ADC as of this month?
APC?
ADC.
I have explained it to you earlier.
You have explained. I just need a categorical answer. Is Alhaji Kazeem Adeoti still a member of the ADC that we are talking with you now?
There is nothing to confirm or deny. That's left for him to say for now.
All right. I think the people... Yeah, Alhaji Moshood Adeoti, I said Kazeem earlier. I retrieved that. Now, you talked about his influence. My colleague Timitope asked you about that. Now, remember, truly, in the past, if Ogbeni, possibly works the crowd and he's working the communities. There will be, you know, bevy of supporters waving at him, some doing the Okada riding thing in front of him. The love was massive. Recently, it was in Osun, and of course for the ADC launch and all of those things. There was a video, and I'm sure you have seen it, in which for like 4 or 5 minutes, he was on his, you know, the usual white, Jeep, and he was waving to almost a non-existent crowd. And you are still saying, Ogbeni still has that following. What is going on?
You are taking. I know where you are going. You are taking the narrative of the APC. I will send the video to you if you will be kind enough to hear it on your station.
Yeah.
What happened was that they just took a tiny portion of his movement. He had gone through place, and then he got to a freeway on that Igbono to old garage. So, and it will not be proper for him to hold off traffic. So with his convoy, there was a large convoy behind him. And if you look at that video, you will see that on the right, there are a lot of motorcycle riders there. But the thing is, he has his drivers to increase speed so that it doesn't stop traffic. I will send the entire video to you. What those people did was that they mischievously edited out that portion. And
interesting.
They made an issue out of it. I will send the entire video to
point made. Honorable Fasure, I was almost calling you honorable in your own right. Mr. Fasure, let me ask you about this. I'm talking about Alhaji Adeoti. Is the fact that some will say maybe this is a pattern. In 2018 that you talked about, he had this fallout with Ogbeni in which he moved to the ADP. Let me land. You have your chance to clarify. In which he moved to the ADP, and it was about the West local agenda then. And that was the same election that produced Alhaji Oyetola, who spent 4 years. And, you know, in that movement, the Omoluabi, it was the top, the Omoluabi progressives then, in 2022, who had him, reportedly, Alhaji Adeoti, as maybe the candidate for Ogbeni. But you know, that whatever happened, the Lerolua camp, and then the Aregbes camp, and all of those things. Now, fast forward, it's almost an election year, and the news in the public space is that the gubernatorial ticket of the ADC has been agreed to be given to the former speaker, Right Honorable Najim Salam, and possibly he just wants to be the bigger person here. That is why he's standing down. That the agenda, of course, that thing that Alhaji Adeoti had to always be, he wanted to work with Ogbeni and emerge as the Guber candidate, and it is not happening now. That is why I has taken this decision. In good conscience, will you be able to separate this decision of Alhaji Adeoti from his Guber aspiration? Truly.
I cannot make conjectures. In 2018, he went to another party to contest. He wasn't the only one who left anyway. The party was riving down the middle. Some people felt that it should be the turn of Osun West, and it wasn't Alhaji Adeoti who left. They left because, they felt, the APC at that time felt Alhaji Oyetola was not known to the party, and it was by the unofficial arrangement, it should not have been the turn of the central to produce a governor in APC. So a lot of people left. That could probably be the reason why he left. But like I told you, politics is about free joiners and free leavers. People are free to leave and people are free. But after that election, Alhaji Oyetola won, and almost all the people who left APC, when Aregbesola was still able to bring them back to the APC after that election. And Alhaji Adeoti, he came back, and he has been in the same political camp with Governor Aregbesola. And in fact, in the 2022 election, he was the candidate put up by the Osun Progressives. That's a top. As the top caucus within APC, he was the one put forward to be the governorship candidate. The election went the way it went, until he remained with Governor Aregbesola in APC, until the APC now started sending them out. Adeoti was one of the people sent out of APC with Governor Aregbesola. So they found themselves, they still remain in the same political caucus, which is which is now Omoluabi Progressive. Yes, Omoluabi Progressive moved into African Democratic Congress. That's where we are now. And then Alhaji Moshood Adeoti, he has left Omoluabi Progressives, but he didn't say he has left.
Honorable Mr. Fasure, you are not answering the question. Are you saying doesn't have anything to do with Honorable Najim Salam's Guber aspiration? While Alhaji Adeoti too has an aspiration.
We can make conjectures. We can speculate. But the truth is that in Alhaji Adeoti's resignation, he said due to pressures from his family.
I'm not talking about Alhaji Adeoti's
We're talking
resignation.
about the undercurrent
I'm talking to you as an insider.
What trying to make me to do is to speculate and to make conjectures. And I don't think that will be right or
no, we are talking
fair
to you as an insider, not for you to speculate. No,
it will not be fair either to Alhaji Adeoti or to Honorable Najim Salam. The trajectory you are trying to create something out of nothing.
No, I'm not sure that's what we are doing. Mr. Fasure, okay, let's leave Alhaji Adeoti alone. Is there an agreement right now that the Guber candidate of the ADC in the coming Osun election will be Honorable Najim Salam?
You see, let's go back again. It is true that Honorable Najim Salam has emerged the candidate of the Omoluabi Progressives caucus within the ADC. Now, Omoluabi Progressives is not the only caucus within the ADC.
How many caucuses are there, actually?
I may not be able to speak about the number of caucuses there, but to the best of my knowledge, I'm aware that one other person is also showing interest to contest the Guber. But the important thing is that, speculations aside, we only have a clear picture when they obtain the nomination form, and then we see the number of people who have obtained the nomination form. Honorable Najim Salam himself, he has not even obtained the nomination form. So when he obtains the nomination form, then we can say this is the person. But for now, what we know is that the Omoluabi Progressives caucus within the ADC has nominated or has selected Honorable Najim Salam as his preferred candidate, and that is where we are for now.
All right.
It's possible other caucuses have also nominated their own candidate, and that's the beauty of democracy. At the primary, they will slug it out, and it's also possible that he may actually emerge as a consensus candidate, but when we get to that bridge, we will cross it.
Well, that's for a person who has decided to take a backseat politically. But now let me go to my question. For a coalition party that has not yet cut its teeth in the political space, I'm talking about as a coalition now, and with all of these caucuses and factions that even you are alluding to in the coalition, will you get to fly?
Let me tell you something. APC is dead now. practically in Osun. The governor himself is in a quandary. He doesn't even have a platform now. He doesn't have a political platform under which he will contest. And there's no provision for independent candidature in the Nigerian democratic system. So effectively, the only party we can say is on ground solid now is the ADC.
Did you just qualify it as solid? Because you're having factional divisions as well.
Let me tell you, the APC, they are killing themselves. I'm sure you are aware of it now. You are aware of it. They are killing themselves now. And some of the candidates have sworn that they will fight it till the end. So the APC is in crisis, monumental crisis, despite the fact that he is the weakest party in Osun today now. The governor doesn't have a platform. He doesn't have a political party. So how is he going to contest? So he's only ADC now. Objectively, and I'm not saying this because I'm a member, I'm an insider. Objectively, we all can see the least rancorous party in Osun now today is the ADC. And let's forget, when you look at the ADC, you look at the pedigree of all the people there, you will know that this is the strongest party. We have somebody who has been a two-term governor, who has been a minister. We have other people. We have former chairman of APC.
Mr. Fasure, let me butt in there. The governor only just announced his resignation. I mean, it was just made public this morning. It was, I mean, it happened overnight, but this morning everybody woke up to the news. He only just resigned. What do you think? Many people, many politicians always say that 24 hours is a long time in politics. So how are you leveraging on that?
You see, in politics, you maximize the misfortune of your political opponent. And that's how the game is played. And as they say in Yoruba, when an elephant has an ear, that's a bonus to the hunter who kills it.
Interesting.
Because that swelling is another meat again. Now, the point I'm making is that I don't even care. I mean, even if the governor does not contest, it makes it even easier for ADC to be able to win the election. That's just the truth. So, I'm not praying that he will get a platform.
Isn't that you are daydreaming?
Are you?
Do you think the governor will not, contest?
Are you threatened by the existence of the governor in the race?
Not threatened by. I've told you even before now. It was just fortunate, extremely fortunate, because of the crisis in APC. That's how he was able to win. But now, even the APC itself is even further marginalized. It's the least existing party in Osun now. Now the governor himself, even if before now, the PDP itself had been destroyed. The PDP has been reduced more or less now to the Adeleke's family. You cannot say you are not aware of this. All the people in the PDP, they are either now resigned from politics altogether, or now that they are just hanging around somewhere.
Mr. Fasure, by the way, if that's what you're saying by analogy, one of yours has just taken a backseat from politics as well. But that's not my point. Because you talked about politicians being opportunists, actually, so with your party now, with all intents and purpose, you will agree as well that the governor of a state is the biggest fish in that state. The governor of this state, Ademola Adeleke, is the biggest fish. Will you be making overtures to have him run on the platform of your party?
It's not in Osun. Governor is not the biggest fish.
So who is the biggest fish in the state? Politically
was a sitting governor when Aregbesola defeated him.
No, I'm talking about now. I'm talking about now. Who is bigger than the governor of the state?
Look, the governor of the state is just one person, and
just one person.
It is. Let me tell you something about politics.
Tell me.
Being a big man does not make you win election.
Okay, so what wins you elections?
Listen, Chief Ganifawa was once a presidential, in 2003, he was a presidential candidate. Professor Wole Soyinka was once a presidential candidate. Professor Bolaji Akinyemi was once a presidential candidate. Being a big man, being a famous person, does not necessarily win elections.
Mr. Fasure, so we have to maximize our time. We have less than 4 minutes. I'm just asking you, you might not agree that the governor is the biggest fish right now, but will you be making overtures to him to join you in your party?
It is structures, it is party, it is program, it is people who decide who they vote for.
Will the APC be reaching out to Governor Adeleke to join you?
You said?
Will the ADC be reaching out to Governor Adeleke to join your party?
We are not rich. If he wants, he will come. Then he will contest the primary with the other people who are there.
You don't think there's an opportunity for you to have a sitting governor fly your flag? You don't have any sitting official at all, Mr. Fasure. The ADC doesn't have even a single one.
Look, the point you are trying to make is not valid. The point, look, AD was almost eliminated, annihilated rather, that's the word to use. The AD and the ACN were almost annihilated from the Nigerian political system before they defeated an incumbent president. That's a good luck Jonathan. In Osun here, in the southwest here.
No, you'll be painting and misinforming our people if you put that scenario.
No.
It was the APC, Mr. Fasure, for public enlightenment. It was the APC who defeated the PDP, not the ACN.
An advantage on you. Okay. Being an incumbent confers only very little advantage on you. This is not fascism. This is democracy.
So you don't see Governor Adeleke as a big fish?
If he joins us, yes, he will bring some advantage. But the point is that we are not seeking, we have gone past that stage now. That's the point I'm making. Right. We are confident that when we field our candidate, the people are already waiting for us. I know where we started from. Okay. When we started holding Omoluabi Progressives meeting, we were less than 100. Look at what it has become today.
Okay.
So,
all right, Mr. Fasure, talking about this resignation. Well, you've said it's just a caucus thing and not from the APC, but from the ADC rather. Let's talk about it in plain terms. Are you sure that a factional weakness is not brewing in the ADC? So that other opponents too, opposition parties, will not leverage on your own, on your in-house crisis.
There's no in-house crisis. There's no in-house crisis, and they don't create one. There's no in-house crisis.
We can't. We don't have the power.
A prominent member of the caucus has resigned. Let's leave it like that. When it turns into crisis, there will be no speculation. Everybody will see that it's a crisis. The places where we have crisis now is with the governor and the APC. Those are the two places where there is crisis.
It's interesting to note, Mr. Fasure, that the house that you are trying to put together, talking about the ADC, that doesn't, and I'm saying this with all sense of responsibility, doesn't have any sitting official in the state, even at the national level. One of the pillars of those houses is saying, I want to leave this house. And you are still saying your party is the party to beat. Because the governor, according to you, doesn't have a platform. The APC is politically killing themselves. And the big party is the ADC. How further from the truth can that be?
Can that be further from this? You yourself, you have eloquently described it. That's just the form. That's the reality we have for now.
No, you are the one saying it. That's why I'm saying it seems you are far from the truth.
How can I be far from the truth? Which of it will you fault? Is it that the APC is self-destructing, or that the governor doesn't have a platform? Which of them is not true? Which of them are you going to fault?
I think we have to.
No.
All right. I remember you have been on this program.
Yeah,
your party short. I think you have been on this program before severally, and we appreciate you for that.
Yes.
Where I asked you if your party will be fielding candidates in Osun Guber election, and you told us that maybe it's not yet time for that, that you are only galvanizing and, you know, building your base for now. All of a sudden, you are positing your party as the party to beat. What's going on?
Yes, because when you start something, you concentrate on what you are doing, not the optics, not the visible image. What we were doing at that time was establishing the party in the wards, in the local governments, building people, attracting people, forming coalitions until we are ready. Now the ADC has emerged as the strongest party in Osun today. That's the taste of the pudding is in the eating.
All right.
But you see, the mistake you keep making is that you think that being in a political office confers a political electoral advantage on you. And I'm saying that is not true.
All right, the Osun people.
We have seen incumbents lose election again and again and again in this state.
All right, Mr. Fasure, the Osun people will be the decider of that. That's why I had to make that, you know, clarification earlier. When you talked about the ACN, defeating Goodluck Jonathan, it wasn't the ACN. It was a coalition that formed the APC, that has sitting governor, that has senators that joined, that had the new PDP governors who joined the ACN to form the APC. And that's not the situation with ADC right now. But as they say, time is a revealer. We appreciate you this morning, Mr. Sola Fasure, media aide, advisor, and spokesperson to Governor Rauf Aregbesola. Thank you very much. We wish you all the best.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
All right.
Yeah.
Right. That will be the size of it.
Interesting conversation, really. I mean, you were harping on not even a councillor. And these parties that are in crisis, one is at the helm of affairs in the nation now, and the other still has governors, still has senators sitting, and very interesting take.
But as you said, people, it's entirely up to the Osun people.
Who blows the trumpet of yourself better than yourself?
Well, that means there might be many trumpeters in this place. We should go.
All right, thank you so much, dear viewer. Thank you for keeping face up until this time for the second installment of Money Spring today. Right. We'll make a return for the midweek installment tomorrow.
And of course, Femi Ojo is my name. It's the Yuletide is almost upon us right now. Many persons are excited. And questions are being asked, but I like to tell parents, if you can, please do. If you cannot, talking about billings and spendings, please calm down. There will be other Christmas periods, actually, because it's a lot.
I hope the children understand that. Right
now, well, you will have to do what you have to do.
Yeah.
Be the parents you have always been.
Do things within your own.
Well, life is sacrosanct. You don't have to develop a high BP just because you want to turn up. And if that village you can't attend this season,
it's not compulsory.
That's it. Big shout out to all the production team members. It's a developing story. The story of the resignation of Mr. Governor. Where is this? Trust us to be on that story, and of course to say it as it is. You can have a recap of this program on our YouTube channel at Western Spring Television. NJ. We'll see you tomorrow, God willing.
My name is Temitope Ajijololuwala. Bye bye.